Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So this video is going to be my New York City overview. So it's going to be the more in detail information about my New York City trip. And if you want to watch the more vlog style video, I'm going to link it in the corner. One of these days I'm going to figure it out and it'll be more convenient, but I'll link it in one of those corners. So anyway, if you see me looking here, it's because I'm looking over my photos on my laptop, and that way I can stay on track and I give it more chronologically. So let's get on into this overview. Okay, so we started on Thursday afternoon. We got to Dallas that night, stayed the night, left our hotel and went to the airport. Our flight left about 7-ish in the morning. So we got to watch the sunrise on the airplane. It was just really pretty. And our flight wasn't a non-stop flight, so we had a connection in Atlanta, and then from Atlanta we went to Newark, New Jersey. And so then from there we had an hour bus ride to New York, Manhattan, to our hotel there. And that was a little confusing for us. It took a while. I will say going from New Jersey to New York is not the smoothest transportation. It's definitely very difficult. So I definitely recommend, if you have the finances to spend the extra money to fly into JFK. I have not flown into JFK because it is cheaper to go to New York, but definitely save you time. So if you're trying to do it in a day or you're trying to do it in a short amount of time, it might be a better option. However, for me, it saved $100 to $150 to fly into New York. So it was worth it for me. To go to New York from New Jersey, it was about $38 on the USA coach. That is great. The other option was about $10, but it was less stressful to do the USA coach. So we'll probably do that again whenever we go back. But it's all in what you want to do and how much money you want to save. So once we got to Manhattan and New York and that whole area, we actually stayed a little bit outside of Koreatown, so it's a little further from Manhattan. I still don't understand the whole area and how it's all laid out yet. But hopefully one day I will. So anyway, we took the bus. We got off near Bryant Park by the New York Public Library, and then we on our next bus and went to our hotel. We dropped our stuff off. We were gonna go watch a Broadway show, and it ended up being too much money, and it just wasn't something I was super interested in. My mom did want to go, but it was a lot of money and it wasn't worth it for us on this trip. And so we decided to save that for next time, and we went to Times Square, and that was so awesome. I ended up trying the viral Dubai chocolate strawberries, and then we went and walked downtown, or not downtown, but Times Square, and we went to the I Love New York shop, and I got a sweatshirt, and my mom got a magnet, and so it was just super fun and super special, and I loved it so much. And then after doing all that, we went and got pizza at La Industrie Pizzeria. Oh my goodness, the pizza was so good. They definitely don't joke about the pizza there. I've had New York style pizza in California before and I loved it, and so I knew it would be similar, but in New York the crust was definitely thinner. It was very delicious. Super recommend. I would definitely go there. It came highly reviewed and I highly reviewed myself. Okay, so now the next day, now it's Saturday, and this was our last day in New York. We literally had 24 hours in New York, and so this day we woke up at 7, we left our hotel by 8, and we did everything. So we started off our day by walking to a coffee shop, got a coffee, my mom got a coffee, and then my mom got a ham and cheese croissant. I did try some of it, and it was very good also. I definitely don't think you can have a bed restaurant in New York because you have to be good to survive. So, I mean, the food was just amazing. But we went to the coffee shop and I needed to go get a New York bagel. So we went to Liberty Bagels and I got a Liberty Bagel with the salmon and dill cream cheese filling. It was so amazing. I didn't actually end up eating it till a couple hours later, but it was good. And then I ate the other half of it when we went to the airport later that day. It was so good. And then from there we went to Central Park. That was awesome. We walked through a little bit of the park, just kind of on the Plaza Hotel side. I don't know if that's actually what side it's called, but we walked on that side. And then we went to the 9/11 Memorial. We didn't go inside museum part. We just went to like the base of the tower. So we went and saw that, and it was really emotional, and so we just didn't end up going into the museum. And then from there, we went to the New York Stock Exchange and we saw Charging Bull. And then we tried to go see the Statue of Liberty, which we did see it, but we didn't have the time for the ferry. And so we'll have to do that next time. But we did get to see it. And then from there, my mom ended up getting a Philly cheesesteak. And then I got a coffee inside a bag, which I had seen them on Instagram before, but I had never been to a coffee shop where they had it. And so I had to try that. And it was pretty good. Didn't quite realize before going in that the coffee shop had alcohol and they had some profane sayings. And so I would not recommend the coffee shop based on that, but the coffee was not bad. And then from there, we had to go catch our flight, and so it took us about 3 hours trying to do the cheaper version to get back to the airport. And so we spent about $10, but it took us so much longer, and so I wish we would have just spent another $20 to go on the USA coach, but now we know, and so I'll do things differently next year. Then we were back in Texas and made it back home, and so yeah. But that was the New York trip, and it was so much fun, and I really look forward to going back again, hopefully next year, or maybe even this year. If you enjoyed the past New York vlog, and maybe you enjoyed this overview, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Like and comment where you think I should go next for my 24-hour trip, or what your favorite part of my trip was. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.